Hi, how are you today? I hope you're doing great. I'm Grace, and today I'm going to talk about the amazing and very popular air fryer. Lately, air fryers or oil-free fryers have been gaining prominence in our kitchens, and how not to do it if we have discovered that with them we can cook, roast, brown, bake, and fry our preparations. Also, we can do it in a faster and healthier way. And something very important is that by using them, we can reduce up to 85% of fat in our preparations. Taking into account that today, we have gained more awareness about the food we consume, so that is a really good point when using air fryers. That is why today I'm going to mention the advantages that I have been identifying over the time that I have been using it, so that you can take them as a reference and decide to buy it. So air fryers are a bit like miniature ovens but oil-free, since they work by circulating hot air around the food at high speed, giving us more comfort and speed when preparing our meals. When talking about air fryers, I can assure you that they are super efficient and easy to use, especially in the most recent models. I am completely convinced that if you use an air fryer only to prepare one meal, you will never want to fry in a conventional fryer again. Really, all air fryers are very easy to use, so if you're at home and still don't have an air fryer, you must lose your fears because you only have to activate it, set a temperature and a time, and leave it there to cook your food. You will need a little practice to discover how your model works, to discover the temperatures and the appropriate times for each preparation. So you will have to follow a few steps to start it up and let it cook your favorite dishes and prepare your food in a healthier way than in a conventional oil fryer. So for me, the main advantage that air fryers offer is that they reduce the number of calories in the preparation because they work with very little or absolutely no oil. This is wonderful, but it is not the only positive aspect that I have identified because I have identified that having an air fryer at home allows you greater comfort when cooking. The reason for this is that you can put your meal in there and just leave it alone. Also, with the air fryer, it is possible to reduce the fat in a recipe by up to 85%. In the case of pork ribs, for example, I have managed to remove more or less 80 milliliters of fat. In addition, many of the recipes that we prepare in the air fryer need absolutely no oil, and if it's required, it will be a minimum amount, approximately the equivalent of a teaspoon, enough to cover the food. So with the air fryer, you can also have the alternative of using substitutes such as cooking spray. This is not a completely natural oil, but a mixture of many other things. But it works perfectly for the recipes that we can prepare in the air fryer. Something great about air fryers is that they allow you to cook without smoke and unpleasant odors in your kitchen, and nowadays this is very important since a lot of people live in small places. Another advantage is that it will reduce the risk of being burned by the oil splashes that occur when you cook in a regular pan, since clearly with the air fryer you will not run the risk that the oil explodes and burns you. On the other hand, the energy consumption depends on the capacity and power of the fryer, but the usual power of most of them is 1400 watts, and that's the consumption you give according to the power. For now, that translates into more or less 700 or 800 Colombian pesos, which is more or less 19 or 22 cents of a dollar. Also, you can prepare countless recipes. You only need a little creativity and practice to discover what is the correct time and temperature for each recipe. Basically, everything you can do in the oven can also be done in the fryer. Finally, we can perfectly put aluminum molds, silicone paper, fireproof glass, Teflon, wax paper, skewer sticks made of bamboo, and many other materials we can use to prepare our everyday meals. And how much is it? This fabulous and incredible air fryer costs only 120,000 Colombian pesos. So, what are you waiting to take it with you right now? And well, that was it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Bye bye.